Hello, Shining One. I was thinking about Miyako Hotsuin. I feel she may be seeking to avoid contact with me. That's what it is. I knew I could depend on you to have the proper answer. She hates me. Now I comprehend why she has been ignoring my presence. I had hoped we had made peace, but she has remained distant. She would not deign to speak with me at all were it not necessary. Even when she does, she keeps her words short and her tone clipped. She wasn't like this when we first met. Tell me, Shining One, have I any faults? Or perhaps we have not truly made peace? Allow me to ponder this. There may be some lingering discontent from the day we parted ways. When Miyako Hotsuin shared with me her plans to sacrifice herself, and all 13 of you, I was appalled. I told her something she was not glad to hear. I told her I did not approve, as her plans would wipe out the potentials of the Shining One and his friends. I always wanted to protect Miyako Hotsuin's potential as well. I've desired her safety since that day, and I still do, even now. No, I kept silent. It likely would have fallen on deaf ears. She has no qualms about sacrificing her own life. Nothing that I told her would have changed the situation. I believe I see now. I didn't make myself clear to her back then. Is that what you mean? By not being honest with her, I caused her to act this way? Then, she would be more willing to speak with me should I tell her how I truly feel, yes? Perhaps, and yet, no, never mind. If I really wish to make a lasting peace with Miyako Hotsuin, I must think this over myself. Thank you for the advice, Shining One. I shall contemplate this until I find a suitable answer. Devil Survivor 2. His words finally helped me to realize the truth. I should have been concise and honest with you from the start. You deserve a reason for why I did not approve of your plan. It was not merely to protect the potentials of the Shining One and the 13 others. I didn't want to see your potential wiped out. I just wanted you to live.
Why are you bringing this up now? Even if you'd said that, I likely still would have gone ahead with my plans.
You may be right, but things might have changed. I told you about their potential, but I neglected to tell you of your own. I assumed you wouldn't change, and in doing so, I fled from my own potential.
Either way, there's nothing to be done about it now. No matter how you try to make amends, we still parted ways. Apologies cannot change the past.
This is true. I am too late.
Then why?
Because we can choose our future, you and I, right now. That's why I am here. I'd like you to accept me one more time, for the sake of a brighter future. Miyako Hotsui, I need your light.
You say some pretty human things.
It takes one to know one.
You think you're being cute, but you're not. Maybe I should tie you up again.
I am surprised. I never imagined I'd hear jesting from you, Miyako Hotsui. I believe this new Miyako Hotsui is cute as well.
Say what you like. I don't care.
Shining One, have my words reached her this time? That is true. I honestly confess the love I have for her. It is the same love I have for you and the others. I was finally able to find the proper words for Miyako Hotsui. Thank you, Shining One. You have taught me something once again. This feeling of learning is quite amazing. If I can continue to learn and grow, perhaps being anguished is not as bad as it seemed. Humans truly are a wonderful species. The 14 lights that have gathered here will surely defeat Canopus and illuminate as yet unknown potential. Are you suggesting that I shine with the same light as you and your allies? Thank you, Shining One. I am very glad that you are my friend.
May I have a moment, please? I believe you are searching for a present for my brother. Mr. Shijima came around earlier asking about what would make Yamato happy. I cannot fathom my brother enjoying anything. Still, I told Mr. Shijima perhaps he can take him to a foreign— Oh!
You vixen. What deceit are you putting into his head? I held my tongue until now, circumstances as they were, but let me assure you, if you ever so much as think about devising another foolish scheme, I will make sure you regret it.
Brother, you may be adept at reading the dragon stream, but unfortunately, your skill in reading a room is sorely lacking.
Mocking me, are you? I acknowledge your courage. As a reward, I shall kill you.
Well, I must repay such a generous reward. Now, let me think. How about I grant you the privilege to die a slow, miserable death of dehydration in the center of the vast Sahara?
What did you say to me?
Or perhaps, oh, this one's delightful. You could drown in the crystal clear waters of the Aegean Sea. Lovely, no?
What's the meaning of this?
Well, anyways, I'm sure you're quite exhausted, what with all the fighting and regressing the world twice. Why not leave Gyps in my care and abandon your responsibilities as a Hotswing? Use the time you're given as a member of the human race to enrich your knowledge through practical learning.
Miyako, how dare you?
And after a suitable amount of time, do the world a lovely favor. Go off somewhere and die an incredibly gruesome death. Well then, I must away.
I'm fine. It seems we've wasted time we do not have. I must be going. Take care. Go off somewhere, huh? I've been considering what Miyako said to me. As head of the Hotswing family, I am unable to leave Japan due to my importance to its national defense. In fact, I never even considered leaving the country in the first place. But what Miyako said was to go die somewhere else. Somewhere out in the world. That's the same as telling me to forget my position, deny my name, and be free. You think so? There is one thing I would like to try. Does your offer to do something for me still stand? This isn't because of what she said. As I mentioned, I've never left Japan. And for better or worse, Miyako Hotsui does exist in this world. There may be fatal flaws with her personality, but her skill is nothing to scoff at. And I thought, perhaps it wouldn't be a terrible idea to leave Gyps to her and go on a journey. I'd like to go out on my own 2 feet and see the world that I, as Yamato Hotsuin, have a responsibility to protect. Of course, my sworn friend. We shall always be together.
I see. So that is what you wish for.
Where did you come from? You're worse than the blasted demons.
I heard from Daichi Shijima that the Shining One wished to give Yamato Hotsuin a gift. May I accompany you as well?
Must you tag along?
Just like him, I am also grateful for all that you have done. So please, allow me to join in rewarding you.
Do as you will. However, let me make this perfectly clear. There is no place for any of your suspicious powers during this journey. You ought practice walking.
Understood. We are to walk together as one, so it is a reasonable request.
Precisely. We shall travel by means of public transportation. That said, where shall we set our destination? You're right. The future and all its possibilities are in our hands. That doesn't sound too bad at all.
It sounds like this will be a fun trip.
With the two of you. It is for that dream which we shall win this final battle.
No, it isn't necessary. I'd likely just get in the way. It is not as though I truly comprehend human emotions anyhow, but I suppose that is to be expected. I cannot even comprehend why I have such a fierce desire to protect humanity. Yes, I am merely an entity created by Canopus to fill in for the head of the Hotsween family. I'm sure that even these feelings I hold were simply given to me when I came into existence, and only given so that I could convincingly play my role as a Hotsween. Perhaps it would be best if I told you my story. I've always felt a strong need to protect mankind. As I was groomed to be head of the Hotsween family, these feelings existed long before my awakening as Cor Caroli. I never had any doubt that I possessed the right outlook to lead the Hotsween clan. Then one day, Elcor appeared. Who are you? How'd you get in here? Or rather, why are you here?
You are Miyako Hotsween, are you not? I am Elcor, a creation of Administrator Polaris. I am one of her swords.
Elcor. Administrator Polaris? Swords? Why do I know these words? Am I inhuman?
Well, I wouldn't phrase it in that way myself. A light shines within you that is quite like theirs. Similar, but not the same. You and I have a lot in common. We're the same sort of being, it turns out. But you believe me, don't you? Even without my saying these things, you know them to be true.
Human, yet not. I am Cor Caroli.
So that is your true name.
It was the divine order of the universe. I was given a place as head of the Hotsween family. I was created to fulfill that role? But if that's true, then my passion, my desire to be a shield for mankind, was that forged as well?
I can't answer that for you, but let's think of it in this way. Why do you feel the desire to protect man?
I don't know. I can't understand it. I just feel it.
And it's because we're engineered, because you aren't exactly human, that you doubt, don't you? You doubt your authenticity. You doubt your feelings.
I do.
I tell you now, it's how you address these feelings that is important. Humans are wondrous, so full of possibility. You are wondrous yourself for wanting to protect them. At least, those are my feelings on the matter, Miyako Hotsween.
That is how I awoke as Cor Caroli. My meeting with Elcor shook the foundation of my identity, but he affirmed the truth of what I am. From the moment of my awakening as Cor Caroli, I have used my knowledge and understanding to develop a plan and set it in motion. I would see Alcor sit upon the heavenly throne as a true administrator. However, when he caught wind of my plan, his reaction was not as I imagined. He was cold. But tell me why! This plan could save the world! We only need to sacrifice you, me, and the 13 people you entrusted with administrative authority.
Your plan will crush their potential.
If such a small sacrifice is all it takes to save humanity, then we should make that sacrifice. Would you rather see the entire species purged from existence? Of all those in the universe, I thought you would understand. You, who awoke my true self. I'm disappointed in you. I was lost. Alcor had told me my plan would crush their potential, but I was committed. There was no hesitation when I decided I needed to capture him. I'm sure you can fill in the blanks after that. After capturing Alcor, I asked him time and again about those he had gifted with the administrative authority. Still, he refused. That's when I released Nicaea, the program he created, into the world. I had hoped it would lure you out. I was aware of the consequences. I was aware of the dangers and the damages. Normal humans would hesitate, question, fear when faced with such a decision. In order to save the world, I chose that path willingly. I suppose I am just a being created by Canopus after all. It's ironic. The more I try to protect humanity, the less human I become. Perhaps. But I am not searching for a resolution to my troubles. My apologies. I may have spoken of myself too much. I wonder why I become so talkative with you. I think I am beginning to understand why Alcor and the others are so loyal to you. No, I can't anymore. Well then, I should be going. Farewell.